Hey y'all, what's good, beautiful people? It's your girl Tay, and I'm here yet again with another update video. So definitely make sure you guys smash that like button, comment down below, subscribe, plus push your post notification bell button so that way anytime I upload a video, you will be notified. First of all, I'm finna bring my food closer because I'm hungry. But yeah, you guys, let's jump right into the news today. And I did read you guys' comments. One of you guys kept asking me about this additional $1,500 in food stamp benefits. I'm looking at my computer screen right now because I wanted to make sure to answer that question and check it out. So don't, you know what I'm saying? I do understand there are a lot of channels out there that report on the same information that I do, but not all of them are giving you true facts. Now, I always tell you guys, I get this information from articles, and a lot of articles are basically fluff pieces. They take a bit of here, and most of it is speculation. I do tell you guys that. I just want you to be mindful. But I do try to give you the best accurate information that I can possibly give, okay? And 9 times out of 10, I'm looking this information up for either myself or for a friend and family member, because I have people who call me on a regular basis in my family that ask for this information. So I did find some information. I haven't actually gone through this article and read it, but I am going to go through that with you guys in just a second. So let's jump right into other news updates, because I'll be missing out on stuff. I'll be saving these articles and then I get distracted with whatever latest news may have dropped. And yeah, so let's go to saved. Okay, first thing we're going to talk about is this PPP loans. Okay, so if you guys were not aware, when everything blew up regarding the pandemic and the virus and all of that, there was a lot of PPP money, I forgot what you call that program, but there was basically a paycheck protection program money that became available due to all of the packages that were passed when Trump was in office, okay? And these packages allowed people, small companies, large companies, individual contractors, if you were an Uber driver or if you were delivering for Instacart, you could also apply for this and get some assistance. It says the bulk of the loan money handed out through the government's $800 billion paycheck protection program didn't go to workers. It helped business owners and shareholders. That's the finding of a new study published by an economist at the National Bureau of Economic Research. So the reason why I'm telling you guys this is because I know a lot of you guys are still financially struggling, and a lot of you guys are probably limited in terms of what you can do to find employment. So you're relying on, like I said, Uber, being an Uber driver or Uber Eats or DoorDash or whatever it is that you find yourself doing. Okay, and this money can help you as well. Now, I will say, because I attempted to apply for this way back when, but what I will say regarding this is that it is a very it's not a complicated application in a sense. However, it's just that the information that they ask you for and the requirements and the eligibility and all of that seems a bit too complex for me. I mean, for me, it's kind of like, do you want to help or do you not want to help? Because you're asking people for things that doesn't really make sense. For example, and I can't remember which particular program it was that I had applied to, but they wanted you to have a business account. Most people don't have a business account if they're doing something small. You know what I mean? Even if it's a hairstylist may not, I'm not going to say all the time because I'm not a hairstylist, but I know from the people that I have spoken to, like my own hairstylists and things of that nature, they don't have business banking account. They generally have like a regular checking account. And so if you don't have a business banking account, then that one of the disqualifications for these programs. However, it says the group, which includes 10 professors and researchers, among the MIT economics professor David Archer and several Federal Reserve economists, writes in their paper that the vast majority of the PPP loans given out during the first round of the disbursements in 2020 weren't used to offset employee paychecks. Based on the numbers they crunch, primarily coming via data from payroll management, ADP, they estimate that somewhere between 23 and 34% of PPP dollars went to workers who would have otherwise lost their jobs. The rest of the loan money, a full 2/3 of 3/4, landed in the pockets of either the company's owners or shareholders. The authors estimate the program did manage to preserve 2.2 to 3 million of what they call job years of employment, meaning PPP's impact on job loss was potentially considerable. But they add this doesn't sound right, but they add this came at a cost. Y'all need to proofread y'all stuff before y'all put it out here. I swear, sometimes I'll be thinking it's me. Like, is it me? Like, maybe I need to practice reading. But no, this is verbatim what it says. But they add this came at a cost, okay, that's the sentence, of $170,000 to $257,000 per job year saved. The average amount dispersed by the government. They note that 94% of the companies that applied for the PPP loan received a PPP loan, but because the criteria for the loan forgiveness required keeping employees on payroll, yet also capped payroll costs at $100,000 in cash compensation per employee, that means the lion's share went somewhere else. So basically the money was not allocated in which they planned it to be allocated, okay, for various reasons. I'm not going to really go into that. I thought this article was gonna say something different. I didn't really read through it, so that's my bad, but I thought this article was basically going to let you guys know that more funding is available because maybe they didn't give out as much as they thought they did, but seems like they did give out money, quite a bit of money, but it just didn't go to where they wanted it to go. It says the program was essentially untargeted. Okay, and I saw a lot of this in the news when all of these programs were initiated in 2020 anyway, where a lot of major companies, and I do mean major companies, were receiving more of this money instead of the intended smaller business owners and stuff like that. So moving on from that, because like I said, that is not what I thought that I was going to say. Some more news from the Capitol. Senator Tim Kaine, which is the representative, I think, of Virginia, on Sunday said he believes the core provisions of the Democrat social spending and climate bill will pass, but conceded that the most recent version of the measure is dead. Okay, the Build Back Better plan is what we talked about. After Senator Joe Manchin, who has quickly made his way all the way up to my, I can't say that word because I said I was going to stop not curse on this channel, but I don't like him, to put it nicely. I just don't like him. After Senator Joe Manchin announced last month that he opposed the package, pressed by moderator Margaret Brennan on CBS's Face the Nation on if the massive spending bill is dead, citing the lack of votes within the Democratic Party, Kaine expressed hope that some provisions will be approved. I don't agree with you, Margaret. You're right that it's dead. The most recent version of it is not going to happen. But if you look at the core of the bill, I think the core is education and workforce and things like reduced child care and education expenses, workforce training, and then support for the workforce in areas like health care, he says. Kaine expressed optimism that the Senate will pass a version of the bill that will in turn help curb inflation concerns, especially after the Labor Department revealed on Wednesday that consumer prices increased by 7% in the year ending in December, the highest level since 1982. Okay, there are other pieces of the bill that are more controversial. I still believe we're going to find a core of this bill, whatever we call it. We're going to find a core of the bill and pass it, and it will deal directly with some of these inflation concerns, he said. Democrats' hopes of passing their roughly $2 trillion social spending and climate bill, known as the Build Back Better Act, were dampened last month when Manchin announced that he would not vote for the legislation after months of negotiation between the White House officials and lawmakers on the Capitol. Days later, members of the party started looking for ways to compromise with the West Virginia Democrat and cobble together provisions that he could support. The Senate Democratic Caucus is looking to pass the package through budget reconciliation, which means all 50 members must be on board for it to be approved. Okay. Later in the interview on Sunday, Kaine reiterated the need to pass some version of the spending bill. Okay. So basically, they're still not in agreement. They're still negotiating, which we already know this. That's why it bothers me too when people use like clickbait and put things on their channel that is not true just to gain people in. And you know what? Unfortunately, those are the channels that are thriving. I don't know why, because you would think that when people go to those channels and they see, okay, this person just does a whole bunch of clickbait, and then I get here and they're actually not giving me the information that they suggested would be available by their thumbnail, that they wouldn't subscribe. But people tend to like that type of stuff. I mean, I can't lie. I've watched a couple of them. It's entertaining. I don't go to them for facts, but I do go because sometimes it's entertaining and sometimes it's just, interesting to see the different perspectives of people. But anyways, moving on from that as well. Tax refund schedule for 2022 will be delayed. This is a big one. I don't know if I spoke about this, but I'm letting you guys know because you know that they are opening up to start accepting returns as of January the 24th, which is next week. It says most U.S. citizens waiting for their tax refund this tax season will be disappointed as the wait may go on longer due to the pandemic. The IRS has given out a statement that it will start accepting as well as processing the filings for the financial year 2021 from January the 24th of this new year, as reported by FAUX to now. Okay. Determining when all of the people who have filed for their returns will get their refund is difficult because it depends on the workload volume. We already know that they are behind. I mean, in the millions, they are behind. They finished, I want to say, I can't remember the exact details because I remember speaking about this with you guys, but I know that they had some returns that were supposed to be done that were turned in by April of last year, but then there were returns that they got after that. Remember, I think they had extended in certain situations because there were some natural disasters that happened. There was just some things that were going on that are outside of people's control. So they did extend the tax return deadline for certain areas and things of that nature. So there's plenty of those returns that have not even been looked at. Okay. I don't know if they're manual. I don't know if they're electronic, meaning if people mailed them in slow mail or whatever. But you know, when you do that, which key tip for this year, even though it's, again, I've already told you guys, taxes are going to be late. I highly suggest it if you are in need right now, that you find yourself what do you call those places? One of those larger tax preparer companies like Jackson Hewitt or H&R Block that can offer you an advance on your tax refund. Okay. Because most of us, especially those of us who have children, may actually end up waiting until who knows when. I can't even give you an accurate account of when people may actually start to receive their refunds. Okay. Due to the pandemic, the IRS is short-staffed. The people working on it have to work doubly hard now that the dates have been shifted, as told by the Vice President of Financial Planning for the Compass Retirement Solutions. Okay, KY3 reported that the IRS has scheduled the tax season 3 weeks earlier than it had done the previous year, irrespective of the filing done by the people. The current surge can definitely impact the processing of the employees who have the virus. Like other industries, the financial institutions are also navigating the pandemic and all of its issues. So long story short, you guys, the reality is that they are behind severely. Even you guys have told me that there's a few of you that have not received your refunds for the previous year. So just expect that they are going to be behind this year. Unfortunately, this new variant is running rampantly across the United States of America right now. I don't know too many people who haven't already gotten sick or just now recently got sick or whatever the case may be, but it's definitely making its way around. Okay. So I hope you guys are doing the absolute best that you can to protect yourselves and your family. Moving on from that. Now I want to jump into this article really quick here. Regarding, what is this? Regarding the 1500. I want to see if I can find the actual question or comment down here. Hold on one second, y'all. I'm trying to find the actual comment of someone actually asking me about this. Someone asked me, Tay, is Biden still giving out the increased food stamp EBT? As far as I know, yeah, that's when I talk about the emergency SNAP maximum benefits for the month of January, for example, those are the extra benefits. Now, everybody in every state should have gotten an increase in their regular benefits. OK, an increase in your regular benefits. The amounts went up in every state. All right. Due to inflation and the fact that the cost of living and all of that has increased, you should have already gotten an increase that's permanent that you're going to see every month from here on out. Now, separate from that is the emergency SNAP maximum benefits, which is what I talk about a lot on this channel. And I give you the payout dates for. So yes, Biden is still allowing the extra payout. Let's see here. I don't see the comment because they didn't tell me what state it was. So I literally just put in the extra 1504 and food stamps. But anyway, let me just read the article. So I did find this article. Like I said, I'm looking at my laptop here. It says EBT SNAP benefits for 2022. Are you going to receive extra EBT? $1,504 in payments. More than 41.5 million people trust SNAP to put food on their tables. I don't see how that was relevant, but we're moving on. Further on, it goes into say, and this is on what, I don't even know what website this is. I'll try to look it up on my device and put it on the screen so you guys can see it for yourself. Americans in a situation of need will receive a large increase in additional food stamp benefits worth up to $1,504. Additional food stamp recipients will be available in the Commonwealth of Virginia after the State Department of Social Services announced it will provide emergency funds to eligible families this month. A few days ago, the department said benefits will be automatically loaded onto beneficiaries' electronic benefit transfer EBT cards on Sunday, which was yesterday, the 16th. No, actually, this was Sunday. Like I said, Sunday. This is a couple of days ago. So check your cards if you haven't already. About blah, 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 blah. We don't need to read that. At the same time, additional food stamps worth up to $157 are sent to residents in 6 states. So we've got California, Connecticut, Illinois, Maine, Minnesota, and Washington can expect to receive food stamps. And then there's a little video here. It's saying President Biden will ask the AG department to take the following actions on food insecurity. Per director of the National Economic Council, increase pandemic EBT benefits by 15% for families who typically rely on school lunches. Increase SNAP benefits by 15 to 20% for as many as 12 million Americans. When are the benefits paid? It says benefits are paid on a specific day each month, depending on your state. You must apply for the SNAP in the state where you live. Going down, down, down. States which run SNAP programs want to make sure you still need help and will often ask for pay stubs or income statements. Okay, so the rest of this is looking more like just, what do you call that? Individualized, basic information, basically, is what I'm trying to say. It looks like general information regarding EBT SNAP benefits. But that is it for this particular article. All it says, I'm going to show you guys on the screen just so you can see, but it said these benefits should automatically be put on cards as of the 16th. It's a little confusing though, because I know that some people did get benefits on Sunday, depending on your type of case, specifically in California, but I don't know if anyone received that large amount, and it says up to. So I'm wondering if it's up to $1,504 based off of how many people may be in your household, if that makes any sense. So if you have a large family, if it's you plus 5 kids or whatever the case may be, then maybe that's the amount that you'll get in extra emergency SNAP maximum benefits. But I'm not sure if this is anything that's separate from what we're already getting. So let me just check really quick, because the 16th passed. And yeah, let me just see. Yeah, I literally think that this was just another one of those articles. I could be wrong. If you guys have seen any information to suggest anything different than what I found, but I could be wrong. Like I said, I believe that this situation is based off of, this is regular emergency SNAP maximum benefits, and this pertains to household size, because I'm not seeing any additional information regarding this. I'm going to try to, let me get out of here and let me see if I can find another article. Okay, I see another article by The Sun. You'll be giving away some extra food stamps. I see another article by Republic News. Says the same thing. Emergency funds will automatically be in your EBT cards. Are you eligible? The state's Department of Social Services declared that they will be giving away some extra food stamp benefits worth up to $1,504 emergency funds for eligible families this month. Now, again, it's highlighting the state of Virginia. It says on Wednesday, the state of Virginia will be sending an emergency extra food stamp benefit worth up to $1,504. This will automatically be sent through your electronics benefit transfer cards, also known as your EBT cards. And again, it says that you should have gotten them on Sunday, January the 16th. So if there are any of you guys who actually received this exact amount or received a larger amount, definitely leave it down below in the comment section, because I'm not seeing anything to suggest anything different. Again, I'm not sure. It's not really giving much information to explain what this is, but like I said, I will go through and see if I can leave like some short recordings of the articles that I'm looking at, so you guys can go back to them if need be, and maybe you have a different understanding of it than I do. But that is absolutely all for that. Now, speaking of emergency SNAP maximum benefits, I'm going to take a look at emergency SNAP maximum benefits for the month of January. Last time I checked, not too long ago, I believe there was only one additional state, and that state was the Virgin Islands. I didn't see any other states on there. So I did go over payout dates yesterday. You guys can check out that video for that. I'm only going to go over the additional state, which, like I said, as of right now is the Virgin Islands. And it doesn't look like it's even on here. It's not giving me the payout date for that. So, yeah. I don't see it. Maybe I'll pin it and put it in the comments, because I'm not seeing it on here. If I was able to look it up on the device that I'm recording on, then I'll put it on the screen for you guys. But it's not allowing me for some reason to actually look up the information for that state. But I think I've talked you guys' ear off enough. Okay, as always, you guys, I'm going to say, don't forget to smash that like button down below, because it really does help to let YouTube know that you like what I'm doing, and you're trying to keep me around, y'all. I want to stick around. I want to be here. You know what I mean? I want to be here. But anyways, remember to live, love, and elevate, and I will definitely see you guys in the next video. Peace, beautiful people.